Okay guys, for this video game review we're going to look at the Hat Man Shadow Ward on Steam.
Help me. Where are you? Virginia?
Virginia?
This is a survival horror game and it's been touted as one of the scariest games of 2014. It's very, very, very good. Right now you can get it for 19 cents on Steam, but regular price is $4.99. This game is published by Moonshot Interactive and developed by Game Mechanics. It was released last year. The Hat Man tells the real life story of the events that took place at Canton State Insane Asylum 50 years ago, as reported by those who survive. The story of the Hat Man Shadow Ward is based from the accounts, newspaper clippings and internet sources. Every time you play it, there is a different self-generating environment based on the game's algorithms. Let's then get into the Hat Man Shadow Ward. All the electricity is cut, and basically you're wandering around in darkness for the majority of this game. There's no real idea of what you're supposed to do. You have to kind of discover it as you're going through it, through picking up diary pieces and looking up any kind of newspaper clippings and anything like that as well. All the while trying to survive being stalked by this mysterious figure who's known as the Hat Man. And this game excels in a lot of different ways. It's not just your jump scare kind of thing. In fact, I'll get to that in a moment, but the atmosphere that this game creates is quite interesting. It's a lot like Amnesia: The Darkness Descent or Dreadout. Dreadout I think is a little bit better of a game, but I think once you see the Hat Man, the game kind of falls apart, all the way through. You're kind of just left with this over sense of dread, and the ambient atmosphere through the music and through the game's visuals are really, really good. The engine itself, it's very, very sparse. There's really not, it's not the most graphically impressive game in the world, but there are moments a lot like this where the game developers kind of throw in a really unique way to make less seem more, kind of playing with the uncanny valley and the difference between, is this real, is this not real? I really, really enjoyed that as well. You kind of get the same feeling playing this game as you would with Alien Isolation. There's a huge sense of you're on your own here and anything can really happen. I think it's something that you're expecting a lot more, and what isn't happening on the screen is actually it ties in very nicely with what actually is. I play this one with headphones on, guys, because it's a game where you really need to experience to its full degree to get the most out of it. The plot itself, there isn't really that much one. You kind of go as you're forward. Any flaws that I found with this, it is the limits of what they're trying to do here. It's an indie game, as I said, I got it for 19 cents. It's $4.99 normal price, but like when you're playing this one, give it a little bit of leeway, because anything that kind of sticks out as kind of weird or ugly looking, I think it's the blood looks terrible. They reuse a lot of environments, but that's to be expected. Overall, though, I think this game excels with the sound and just the general pieces. As you can see here, this is how you figure out what's going on. Very much like Dark Souls, you have to kind of collect these pieces, and the more pieces you collect, the higher chance of Hat Man appearing and stealing your soul, which is also kind of like Slender. But it doesn't feel derivative. It doesn't feel anything like Slender, the 8 pages or anything like that. It just kind of has that similar mechanic. Again, if you don't like horror games, give this one a miss, but if you do, it's definitely worth your time, and I love this game. So pick it up right now, it's on Steam. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this video game review here on my channel and on wvidesk.com. I want to make a regular thing out of this, so if there's any games you want done, let me know in the comments below. Rate, subscribe, tell me what you liked about the video, what you didn't like. So until then guys, go over and check out the podcast and the website over on